All right, guys, welcome back to this channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. In this video, I'm going to do something pretty good. Very, very good. This is something that I'm going to do in order to help a lot of people. And I'm going to do a video specifically for the ladies and for the guys out there, because there's a lot of husbands trying to figure out what is the best weapon or the best handgun for a woman. So I figured that me, in my subject matter opinion, will come down here and give you some thoughts on that, right? So again, some of you guys will appreciate it. Some of you guys will be like, nah, and pretty much attack me. It's okay. So here's what I got. I got a ZZ PO7 and I got a Glock 27. And when you look at some of these guns, none of this gun will be a gun that some of you guys will say something such as, you know what? It's a great gun for a female. None of you guys will say this. First of all, this gun right here is, I love this gun, by the way. It's suppress ready. You know, it's a double action, single action firearm. Some of the ladies will be like, well, you know what? Or some of the husbands out there will be like, you have that double action trigger, which happened to be, look at that, pretty tight. And then, you know, you have obviously your single action trigger, which makes it, you know, very nice, right? So again, double action, single action. It may be too complicated. Some of you guys may say something like, you know what, this is too complicated for my wife. I want something such as something that is easy to shoot, something that you grab, something that you shoot down range, and you don't have to worry about a magazine. Even a magazine may be difficult because you have to reload magazines and things like that. The same thing comes with the Glock 27. Look at the Glock 27. I don't like this gun at all, but my wife shoots it with no issue. Again, a Glock, perfect gun because it's simple, right? Just like the M&P and things like that. They are very, very simple guns. Are guns that you just load, rack, and you're ready to get some, right? You're ready to push the trigger and protect your family. And specifically with a firearm like this, where the trigger is always the same. It's always a consistent trigger. So again, compared to like the PO7, you have a double action, single action. You have a consistent trigger here. Some people may go for this more. You don't have that double action, you know, back here exposed. You don't have none of that stuff. Again, some people may go for this a lot more. So when you're looking at picking a firearm for your spouse or something like that, I always hear the wrong comments. I really do. I hear comments such as like, well, you need something that doesn't have that much recoil, right? Something obviously like the Glock 27 is just not a good idea. By the way, for the YouTube reviewer, all this gun has been safety check, and all this gun are good. There's no ammunition in this gun or anything like that. This is a control environment. So again, you know what? A Glock 27 has a really bad recoil. I don't like it because of that. Some of you people say, well, a woman cannot handle this gun, because they can. Right? Same thing with something such as, again, you know, my ZZ pistol here. Some people say, well, women can't handle none of that gun because it's too complicated, double action, single action. So here's the point of this video. For some of you guys that make those comments, stop it. I don't know how else to tell you. Stop it. I know that you like to make yourself feel like you are better because you are a man, and we all do it. I'm not a saint. I do the same thing. But I'm going to tell you right now, I see my wife shooting this Glock 27, and she does a pretty decent job. Very good. Actually, I see her shooting the Glock 22 better than me. I see her shooting this Glock 27 really, really well. By no points I would be like, oh, she's not doing good. No. Some of the videos that I posted here, people have made fun of me and say things like, well, your wife has a better grip than you. So stop it. You know, the fact that some of us men are trying to put the girl down in a way like, well, you can't handle that gun. It's just offensive. Stop it. When you're looking at a gun to protect your family, to protect your, you know, essentially your entire family or your wife, you look for a gun that works for you. She may have to look for a gun that works for her. I am completely 100% think that my wife could handle this pistol. 100%. Right? I am 100% because I've seen it with this gun. I've seen her shooting this one as well, that she could handle this pistol. 100%. Right? There is no gun inside that safe that I feel that my wife cannot handle. And the reality is that she can do that because of the training that she has. I'm not saying that some of the guns are not the best gun for your wife or the best gun for a woman, or some guns may be better than others. But again, it's not the key component for a girl. It's not the key component for your wife. That's just us being men, you know. We're men. That's not the key component that you need to push on. You need to get a gun, in my opinion, that fits your self-defense plan, right? If you use, a Glock 22nd or 2022, excuse me, it would be good to have a Glock 27 so you could share magazines. You could share the same amount of training because it's the same gun. It's the same amount of training. You could share the same type of sights. So like that, you get used to looking through the sights. And no matter if you use your Glock 22 or your Glock 27, you have the same sights, right? That training continue. I mean, you could look at things like that, right? Magazines, obviously sharing magazines and things like that between you and your spouse. That's a good way for self-defense. There's many aspects that you can explore and make better. But just to say that a girl can handle the gun, I think you're just being pretty narrow, if you ask me. I think that if you really want to protect your wife and protect your spouse and make sure that your wife has the best security that she can have and be prepared to face a situation, you really don't need to just be like, well, she can't handle that gun. What you really need to do is spend the money to make sure that the gun that she has, whatever it is, she could shoot it really well. She could use it really well. That she could train on ways to, and again, it's not just, this is good advice for everyone. She could train on ways to how to deal with different situations, how to deal with stress situation, like no shoot kind of scenarios and things like that. Right? That she knows the law on when can she use the gun. A lot of times we concentrate so much on like, oh, she can't handle that gun, that we disregard everything else. And in all reality, she could probably handle the gun very, very well. You just haven't given the opportunity to take it to the range and make sure that she's instructed on what to do. So now you're going to make the mistake that a lot of people make. You take it to the range or to the gun store and you buy her a crappy gun that you think she could handle. She's not going to do any training. And guess what? It's going to be a piece of steel just like any other gun because she doesn't know how to use it. So if you really worry about the best handgun for your wife, there are so many out there. Glocks, M&Ps, you name it. 2021, majority of the guns are good. Pick one, go to the range, and learn how to use it. It's like going to Home Depot and picking up a hammer. You know how many hammers are there? Find the one that you need it for the purpose that you need it. Like if you're looking for drywall, get that drywall hammer. And then go and put some nails on the wall and learn how to use it. That's the best way I can put it. But don't be like, oh, she can't handle it. She can do it. She can do it. Trust me. Anyways, let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.